All right.
Hey Oliver, how are you?
Hey.
You're coming off your first Bellator loss. What lessons did you take from it?
If anything, it made me way more hungry for this fight. I think I came in too relaxed with 3 first-round victories in the back, and now I feel all my senses are more sharpened because I want to get back in that winning streak. Technically, I went into that fight with a very bad training camp due to injuries, so I don't have a lot of technical takeaways, but that mental edge now of coming in with a loss, that really fires me up.
You say injuries. I don't know if you want to disclose them or not, but what kind of things did you have to deal with?
Everything is good now, but I injured some cartilage in my rib cage, and I had a back strain and a knee injury. So one thing followed the next.
Any thoughts of withdrawing? I mean, those are kind of serious injuries.
Yeah, because I invested a lot to go to the United States for my first fight, and I spent the last 4 or 5 weeks over there training. So I didn't want to pull out and leave all the fans disappointed. So basically, I had like 4 or 5 MMA sessions in the last month before fighting. So I spent most of my training camp on a stationary bike.
Oh wow! Any regrets now that it's over, like that you took the fight, that you didn't withdraw?
Yeah, I mean, I grew from the experience, so I always look at the positive. I don't really care about the result as long as I feel I get better in some way. So in the long run, it's probably good for me, even though it sucked when it happened, you know.
Yeah, and you got Mark Lemminger now. What are your thoughts of him as an opponent?
I think this is a very exciting matchup, because I don't see him as a specialist of any kind like my last opponent. Like, he's more well-rounded, good on the feet and on the ground, as I see myself. So this fight, I think, can go anywhere, and I think it's a very exciting matchup for the fans.
And you're a finisher. I mean, he's been finished by strikes by Neiman Gracie. Does that give you sort of like confidence seeing that?
Yeah, I mean, not really, because you put up different game plans against different opponents, so it's not going to be the same Mark Lemminger fighting me that fought Neiman Gracie. Perhaps he thought of him as a jiu-jitsu guy and was too relaxed on the feet because he didn't think it would be a boxing match. But maybe he thinks the opposite of me. Who knows?
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take a couple online. Santiago.
Hi, Oliver. Greetings from Amsterdam. Thank you for the time. I love your new hair.
Thank you. I love it too.
Did you bring your brother, the karate nerd, with you as well for in your corner?
Yes, sir. He's a mandatory part of the team. So he's documenting the whole experience, and that'll be another YouTube video.
Oliver, Sweden has been getting a lot of attention in the world of MMA lately. Can you feel this in Stockholm as well? And with Bellator being active in Europe again, do you think we will see a Bellator event in Sweden or Denmark soon? And how much would that mean to you?
Yeah, I really, really hope so. I've heard rumors of that for a few years. I think because of the pandemic, it didn't happen, but perhaps we would have seen it before the pandemic started. And I think this rise of MMA in Sweden has been for like the past 10 years. Because when I started fighting, like 2009, it was still, style against style. It was not so mainstream, but now, and ever since I started, I just see it increasing in popularity every year, and the talent just grows and grows. So it's great to be a part of this specifically period of MMA in Sweden and see its development, to be part of it. So very cool.
Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you very much.
Carissa.
All right, Oliver, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to speak to us. My question to you is, what are your expectations for your fight, and what do you hope to improve on in the future?
What I hope to improve on, I mean, just growing in every aspect as a martial artist, because really look at this as a short-term thing. Like for me, it's been a lifestyle, being born and raised in a martial art family, in a martial arts center, and doing this for 30 years now. So I see myself continuing in the same way until the day I die. So in the long run, just it's my lifestyle. I just want to grow and get better, and I hope to inspire people and along the way. And my expectations for this fight, well, as always, it's to put on my best performance yet, because I'm very self-critical as an artist, and I'm never happy with my performance. I think that's what drives me to get better each time. So just beating my last performance, that's the main goal for me.
Kobe?
Hi, Oliver. Being the dynamic striker that you are, I would say most people would agree you're probably more of a dynamic striker than Neiman Gracie. And Lemminger just coming off a knockout by him. Do you think he's going to be a bit gun shy and try and stay away from fighting you on the feet?
It's a good question. Everyone reacts differently to those kind of situations when you get knocked out. So I don't know how his mental game is, but I mean, I think I have more tools in the toolbox than his last opponent that knocked him out. So he should be very, cautious of what I can throw, because I have a lot of different kicks and punches. So I feel I can end the fight basically anywhere, even if it goes to the ground, because I'm very flexible. So I got a lot of weird submissions if it's not on the feet.
And what was your experience like with Steven Seagal? Are you bringing anything special from that?
Yeah, I have some secret tricks up my sleeve now. Most of his techniques are too lethal, so I can't show them in public. But you always gotta have some of those secret cards to pull out your sleeve. So yeah, if there was no rules, it would be different, and maybe Seagal would be in my corner as well. But yeah, for those people who don't know what we're talking about, you can see my brother's YouTube channel where we went to Dubai and trade with Sensei Seagal.
Awesome, buddy. Looking forward to your fight.
Thank you.
Ken? Jay?
Hi Oliver, you have a lot of different types of submission finishes on your resume. What has been your favorite submission, and what is your favorite submission to practice?
It's changed over the years. So when I started out with the MMA, I was a big guard player, and I did a lot of like rubber guard and triangle chokes and stuff. But in the last few years, I've focused more on top control and being top heavy. So most of my submissions come from there now, like dart chokes and anaconda chokes, neckties of different kinds, because I have long arms, long reach. So those kind of submissions suit my body type.
Thanks, Oliver.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks, Oliver. Thank you for your time.